Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. So today I am so excited to take you on a short but exciting journey to one of the most interesting and unique countries in the world, and that is Japan. When we hear the word Japan, many things come to our mind. Beautiful, colorful anime, beautiful cherry blossoms, and delicious sushi, or super high-tech cities. But Japan is more than just that. It's a country where ancient tradition and modern lifestyle live together in harmony. For many Indonesians, including myself, Japan feels like a dream destination, whether it's the calm atmosphere, the clean street, the polite people, or the cool pop culture. There's always some things that makes us fall in love with Japan. So, are you ready to explore the culture, the stereotypes, and the culture shock that Indonesian might face in Japan? Let's dive in and discover the charms of Japan together. Japan is located in East Asia, just across the country like China, Korea, and Russia. So it's an island country made up of over 6,800 islands. But there are four main ones: Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku. These four islands where the most population live and where the major cities are located. The capital city of Japan is Tokyo, which is not only the biggest city in Japan but also one of the busiest and most advanced cities in the world. It's full of skyscrapers, neon lights, and people always on the move. But even if there's in Japan, we can still find peaceful parks, shrines, and traditional tea houses. Japan is well known for its amazing mix of modern technology and deep tradition and strong discipline. The people are very organized and they care a lot about respect, cleanliness, and harmony in their daily life. There are a few things that Japan is famous for, like sushi, and then Mount Fuji, the tallest and the most iconic mountain in Japan, and then kimono, a traditional outfit that still worn during the wedding festivals, and then cultural ceremonies, and anime or manga, a Japanese cartoon or comics that are really popular around the world, especially among young people, and so much more. Japan has a beautiful and respectful culture that is admired by many people around the world, and the way Japanese people behave daily life reflect the deep values of harmony, discipline, and respect for others. I will give you some examples, and maybe I will compare a bit with how things are in Indonesia. First one is politeness. In Japan, people bow when they greet, say thank you, or apologize. It's a natural habit that shows deep respect. In Indonesia, we also respect others, but we usually use words like permisi, maaf, or terima kasih more than physical gestures like bowing. And the second one is cleanliness. So Japanese streets are super clean. Even though you rarely see public trash bin, people often take their garbage home. In Indonesia, sadly, we still face problems with littering, especially in public places. And the third one is punctuality. So Japanese people really value time. Trains and buses almost always arrive on time, and being even 5 minutes late can be considered rude. In Indonesia, we have something called like jam karet, which means we're sometimes flexible with time. And then the next one is work ethic. Japanese workers are known for working very hard, being loyal to their companies and focusing on teamwork. While Indonesian also work hard, the work culture here is often more relaxed, especially in rural areas. Many people have stereotypes about Japan. Some are true and some are not. And now let's take a look at few of them. The first one is all Japanese people love anime. So this is not true. While anime is a big part of Japanese pop culture and yes, many people enjoy it, but not everyone into it. So even some of them, they never watch anime at all. So this is the first. So the next one is Japan is super expensive. Well, it depends actually. Cities like Tokyo, it could be pricey, especially for the food and rent. But smaller cities or countryside, um, yeah, are much more affordable. You can even find cheap and delicious meals at convenience store. And the third one is Japanese people are shy. Yes, some of them are very shy, especially with strangers or foreigners. But when we get to know them well, they actually very warm and friendly. Yeah, they just need time to open up. So, and the next one is Japan is very strict and serious. So that's true. In formal situation like school or work, but outside of that, they really know how to have fun, like singing karaoke with their friends or yeah, dressing up in wild cosplay outfit. So the next one is Japan. Everything in Japan using high technology. Japan is famous for its robot, bullet train, and then smart toilet. But funny enough that in some places, they still use old school things like fax machine or paper form, and even in government offices. Okay, now let's talk about the culture shock. When a nation, especially those from Aceh, first arrive in Japan, everything feels exciting, and that's what we call honeymoon phase. There are so many things that Indonesian instantly will fall in love with Japan. The first one is the clean environment. The streets are spotless and you rarely see trash anywhere. It feels peaceful and well organized. And then the second one is fast internet and transportation. Everything is fast and on time. Trains arrive exactly as scheduled and even the Wi-Fi works great almost everywhere. And then the third one is respectful people. Japanese people are polite and respectful, always bowing and speaking gently. It gives a feeling of safety and make us comfortable with them. And then the next one is beautiful nature, like cherry blossoms, mountains, and seasonal landscapes are breathtaking. Every season in Japan has its own charm. And then the last one is convenience store. Stores like a 7-Eleven are always open all day and night. They sell many things like hot foods and umbrellas. Those stores are very good for students and people who are traveling. But after a few weeks or months, the culture shock begins. And for people from Aceh, it can feel stronger because our lifestyle and values are very different with them. There are some common struggles. The first one is language barrier. Many Japanese people don't speak English, and signs are often written in Japanese character. It can be confusing when asking for direction or ordering food. And the second one is no azan. In Aceh, we hear the call to prayer 5 times a day from every direction. But in Japan, it's completely silent, and many people have to rely on alarms or apps to remind them to pray. And then the third one is hard to find the most. Unlike in Aceh, most are rare. In big cities, there might be one or two, but in rural areas, almost none. And then halal food is expensive. Finding halal food is a challenge, and when you do, it's often more expensive. You have to cook more often or search hard for halal restaurants. And then the next one is quiet public spaces. In Japan, public places like trains and libraries are super quiet. Talking loudly is something that feels normal in Indonesia can be seen as rude here in Japan. And then the last one is less physical warmth. In Aceh, we are used to saying Assalamualaikum, shaking hands, smiling, and being friendly, even to strangers. But in Japan, people are polite, but they usually don't talk to strangers or show emotions openly. Okay, now let's talk about the adjustment. The question is, how do we survive and still enjoy Japan? For Indonesian, especially Acehnese, adjusting takes effort, but it's still possible and rewarding. So I want to share to you what do people usually do to adjust themselves. The first one is learn simple Japanese phrases. Like arigato means thank you, or sumimasen means excuse me. Just knowing a few can help you a lot. And then the second one is use apps. Mobile apps like Halal Nafi or Muslim Pro help find halal food, prayer times, and nearby mosques. And then the third one is find community. Joining Indonesian student groups or Muslim communities can reduce loneliness and help you adapt faster. And then the third one is adjust habits. Like being on time, keeping your voice low, and following rules, even small ones like standing in line properly, it will help you a lot. And then the next one is be open-minded. Learn about the culture, try new things, and respect local customs. This helps build a positive experiences. So Japan is a beautiful mix of tradition and technology. It may feel different at first, but it teaches us how to be more disciplined, respectful, and open to new things. If you ever get the chance to visit Japan, don't be afraid of culture shock. Enjoy the journey, learn from experience, and bring back something good to your life in Indonesia. Okay, that's all for this session. I hope you got new things to learn. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.